Alright, Dreadman's back again. Always keeping it heavy. And I am here with... Sacred Decay. Alright, so, you guys want to start out just giving me some regular background on the band? Like, how'd you get started and all that stuff?
Your way to us.
Yeah, we started back in 2016. Me and our former drummer, Matt DeVore, started the band. Well, it wasn't like we had the intention to start a band. We just kind of jammed. And then, it was like 2 months later, we found you. Yeah. You came into my garage to audition.
Yeah,
and
my sister.
he just started screaming. I just leaned over Matt. I'm like, he's the guy.
So we
yeah, so he was damn good tryout. And then, from there... we picked up you in 2017.
No, it was winter. It was when we were in the living room, wasn't it?
We were in what's now my bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it would have been early 2017.
Yeah, it was like February. And we played our first show in May of that year at Bootleggers.
Yep, May 20th.
Pretty much how it all came
together. It was Your Nameless.
Yeah.
I think Sudden Frost.
Yeah, it was
And
Slaughter and Meridian.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I have to ask, do you want to talk about the Matt situation or no?
They will full fuck you.
It don't matter to me. I mean, I'm open about it. I just, he put us on blast for a long time, and, which I mean, both sides. I mean, there is a kind of a he could be pissed off because we kicked him out of the band and didn't tell him about it, but he found out through another source.
Technically, he left.
Well, yeah, he was on his way out, and then he found out and threw a hissy fit. And that was that, and to this day, he still tries to call us a piece of shit. So
yeah, basically,
dude, he was picking a fight with Miyagi a few weeks ago.
Basically, what happened with Matt is he liked to micromanage everything,
right?
And no one had any.
We didn't really like that because even though we know that there needs to be management in a band, we all want to do it as a group, not have one specific person.
Yeah, sure.
Manage everything, and he didn't really agree with that. So then we were talking about kicking him out for a little while, and that was whenever he wanted to try to get his son in. Was it Gavin or his son Matt? Which one was
Matt, because that was during that time I quit for like.
Or no, I think it was Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin was.
It was Gavin. We had his son Gavin in playing guitar. And so obviously since he was in the band for a little bit, we wanted to consult him too. He ended up telling his mom that we wanted to kick out Matt.
Which was
and then his mom went to Matt and told Matt, so then that's how Matt found out.
Yeah.
And then Matt decided to come over and get all his stuff while people were at work, and he left a piece of paper and a tablet, and in big words he wrote, "You all Fate 1-4, fuck you."
and childishly written too.
And took my PA speakers.
Yeah, this is where you should put up a
like,
picture that we have.
Yeah,
well, you can splice it in the video here.
Yeah, I might actually just send that to you. The picture we took with the actual note on it. But.
Yeah. It's in a band chat somewhere.
But yeah, he got out of the band and everything, and I thought everything was gonna be chill. But knowing Matt's personality, I had a part of me that thought, oh, this ain't gonna be chill, and of course it wasn't. He went on. He's still to this day, and it's been close to a year now since it happened. He's still been putting us on blast. We just kind of like to remain silent about it. There's no use in worrying about that.
We don't want to feed the fire.
And even we made a post on our Facebook, stating the situation, and then we wished him the best of luck and stuff. And his mom comes on and starts blasting us and calling us shitty musicians and stuff. I'm like, your son was in this band, so are you in turn calling him a shitty? And I went on the band page, I seen it, and all I replied was thanks for your feedback, have a great day. She's like, thanks, you too, and then deleted both of her comments. I'm like,
customer service just kicked right in.
No, you can't argue when the other person isn't going to argue with you. You can't do anything, so there's like, whatever. So... Because when I was commenting that, I'm like, I have 4 other people to worry about. That's the reputation of other people, not just my own personal reputation. So we just went about it, and
that's understandable.
He blocked all of us.
And I only mentioned it because
I should talk to him a few weeks.
You see this stuff, it goes through my Facebook feed sometimes. So I mean,
yeah,
I figured I'd ask.
I saw there was drama on one of Miyagi's statuses.
Oh God, yeah, he was still calling
And
us.
I went on the comments.
You don't want to call Miyagi Mr. Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's not gonna fucking go over well, dude.
Yeah.
I went in the comments, and because he has me blocked, I wasn't able to see any of Matt's comments. And I just saw everything that Miyagi was saying to him, and I was like, based on what you're saying, I'm pretty sure what Matt's saying is pretty meme-worthy right now.
Yeah, that whole situation was screwed up.
Thus is the nature of being in a band, man. Shit
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, and then
Right,
it was
holding us back.
2 days after Matt left, we ended up getting him. And a big coincidence, he was in a band with Matt way
It was like the first band I was ever in when I was like 12, 13 years old. Matt was my singer in that band. It was called Black Widow and then briefly Doomsday. It was just a little cover band. A couple little originals he tried to bring over into this band.
Yeah,
I
I've heard
guess,
Delusion.
but,
It's just a joke of the band now. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but
We play it for him every now and again. He gets real mad.
Delusion, Death Players.
All right, well, off of Matt now. Let's get back to Sacred Decay. What do you guys got going on now? You guys are pretty solid. It sounded fucking great tonight. And anybody who missed it tonight, you fucking suck.
You said it.
But
Shit.
it sounded fucking really good tonight, and
Yeah.
I actually think it sounded and I've seen you guys a few times now. It sounded better, a lot better and tighter tonight.
Yeah, I really feel like getting a chance to sit down and even in a bit of failure. We were attempting to get an album going, and we ran into some setbacks. In fact, if you want to see some embarrassing footage, you could always jump to hour 1 minute 44 of, oh gosh, it was a couple weeks ago. I actually got one of my mixes for this album to SMG Studios. Shout out to those guys. Glenn, fuck you, Glenn. I am so tagging him in this. But they gave me some pretty harsh criticism, and at first I was a little butthurt, but like, you know, I got over, like, next day I woke up and I'm just like, I'm going to try this, I'm going to try this, I'm going to try this. So we're going to go back in, give it another shot, and based on how the first one sounded, performance is there. We're not using a click track. We're trying to do this. We're trying to give it a little bit of that old school feel. I feel like I don't feel like there's enough of that.
And also, we should mention that we're trying to record it ourselves. We're not going
All
to
DIY.
at the moment.
Right.
Like we recorded his drums in my living room. I mean, we're
To be fair, your living room is
It's very
fantastic for
acoustically
drums.
tuned.
Oh my god. We're gonna have a room like this time, yo.
yeah, we had the whole drum set up, and then there was like these over. This just turned that like into just a little recording.
I got a much better idea this time. Much better idea. I've learned how to make my own IRs. We're going to start doing that. I think we're going to try to keep our tones a little more consistent. And yeah, I really think this album's going to be something we can be proud of to get this rolling. And I'm hoping that what I am helping these guys with and getting this album put together is something that maybe I could help the rest of the 814 scene. If anybody wants to make some music, hit me up. I mean, I'm a free schmo, but if you need something to sound decent and natural, I can help you do it. You can ask these guys. I go out of my way. I'm meticulous. I don't want to toot my... You tell them. I don't want to toot my... I'm so great.
Vocals either.
You've put a lot of work into
Except for like, didn't you clear it up or something?
Well, I gotta
like
say,
that?
when I met you guys, I definitely was like, oh, you got some ideas. Like, I'm listening to the riffs, and like just then I'm thinking, wow, yeah, this has a lot of potential. And then I met AJ for the first time.
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't able to make it when you first said 1:30's out of work.
I don't think I got to hear you one time before we played Mosh for Tots, and I tell you, after those two, I was just like, you better not lose him. Like, that's some good screams.
Yeah.
So brother, we're still working on your singing, but I got you till that. But you scream like a god, so don't even sweat it.
Yeah,
Man.
dude.
I'll
We
got
really
some singers
good,
now, right, LB?
Yeah, a few years ago, like I ended up quitting the band for like I think it was like 2 weeks, and he tried to replace me with his son Matt, and for vocals. And I think he only went there like one time and then never came back.
Well, no, he showed up once, and then the next time he couldn't make it for some reason, And his dad, which is also named Matt, obviously, was just like, well, fuck you, you're out of the band. I'm like,
Yeah, because he
he just missed one thing, and you're just... That's the way he was. He jumped. He's so impulsive in nature that like he would jump the gun and kick people out of the band before consulting anybody.
Right.
Yeah, and like he had to get he had me blocked when I quit, and he had to like get a hold of my son's mom, Kaylee, to get a hold of me to unblock him, and then he started like having this whole sob story. Like, I'm sorry, like,
wow.
You knock your fucking shit off.
But off the topic of Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, please. Keep going back to him, and I don't even know the guy.
Love it.
It's an interview, not a therapy session.
When should we expect the album to be?
Whenever we can get some time to take a weekend and dedicate a day to get those drums started. The rest will just
we
fall
do have a
into
lot
place.
of shows.
Yeah,
We got a busy summer though.
Very
And I
busy
think-
summer here coming up.
And I really think that we continue to take advantage this summer. Maybe we start recording in the fall. Because after this stretch, if we weren't tight before, we're going to be really tight for this. So yeah, I wanna continue to work things out live, and we'll give it a really good album.
I'm also running 2 metal shows in Ohio that are coming up on June 29th and August 31st.
At the McAlpine
Yeah.
Meadery in
Beach City, Ohio.
Yeah, be there. That place is
It's cool,
fantastic.
man.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And if you,
I like learn how to make flyers. Like I didn't know how to make flyers before.
Really nice.
like you're doing again, we
I'm
got
so mad I have to remake that.
we got an official
flyer for
logo.
shows.
Thanks, Mom. If anybody wants to hear a little sample of what we can do, my crappy little demo that got ripped apart. Actually, I did make a slightly updated version that they didn't hear. So if you hear the other one, but it's on SoundCloud if you can find it. It's called Hopeless. Maybe we'll put a link down in the description below. Anything else? Come see us play. We'll give you our all. And anybody in the 814 scene needs some help making some demos or want to take a crack at making a homebrew album,
Or if you need flyers made.
yeah.
I think they can make their own flyers,
You should see what I have for the roster. It looked really cool.
He loves to toot his own horn sometimes. I got this sick flyer I made today, man.
Every band has a punching bag, and that's...
He's kind of the Flocka of the band, yeah.
Yeah, he's still young and dumb. He's got time.
But we love him. We wouldn't have him any other way. I mean, maybe he's good.
Duct tape.
Duct tape.
So I'm actually going to take a second to change the battery here in this so we can continue this.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right, fresh batteries back again. Okay. Now what were we going into?
Well, you guys were going through a timeline. You got to where LB joined you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess after Matt left or whatever, I'd recently moved back to the area. Was down in South Carolina for about a year, and actually the first day I was back in PA was March. It was St. Patty's Day show, Natalie's Sports Bar, correct?
Sports Garden.
Sports Garden.
I remember.
I went and saw these guys because I got invited out by Matt because he knew I'd just come back to the area, and then didn't have any run-ins with them for a while. Matt left the band or got kicked out, whatever you want to believe as far as that goes. And 2 days later, I saw the post hey, looking for a drummer, and responded. And I was in there 4 days later, and rocking out. Been almost a year now, man. So it's been pretty cool. Been fun playing with these guys. I've been doing music stuff in this area for a long time. Used to drum for Scud out of Meadville back in the day. Band called Blue Fire up out of Erie. I think they changed their name to Sacred 13 a while ago.
Oh yeah.
But,
yeah.
Man, I've been doing it for years, and this is the band that I really wanted, the style of music that I like. A lot of metalcore influences, deathcore influences, but we switch it up a lot where, they've got some softer songs, nothing quite sounds the same, which is really cool for me as a drummer, man.
I do a lot of different vocals.
It's fun to switch up the style a little bit, keep it interesting. That way people don't know what they're expecting next, so I've been real happy being in the band here. So
I kind of find that's typical of a lot of Erie area bands. They're all doing something just a little bit different. You know what I mean? And you guys definitely do fall into that category in a good way. So
I would hope so.
yeah, absolutely, man.
It's been like my lifelong dreams. I was like a little kid.
So how far do you want to take it all?
As far as
Because there's a lot of bands out here that don't want to take it out of their region, you know, and then there's some that are looking for.
We want to take it as far as we can, so we can.
Yeah, I think
jobs live on the
we're all reaching for Andromeda. However far we make it, we're gonna enjoy the ride regardless. Because I think we all get along pretty well. I can honestly say we're all good friends now.
Oh yeah.
I got nothing to keep me around, you know. If we went on tour tomorrow, I could drop everything like that, load my drums up, and I'd be out the doors.
Yeah, same here. I can make it happen.
That's the dream, man.
That is good, because like I said, there's a lot of bands I know of. I'm not going to name any of them, but they have no ambitions on getting outside of the area.
Yeah.
I want to make a career out of this. Like,
absolutely.
So I wouldn't have to worry about another job anymore. I can just focus on like what I'm good at, like what I like doing.
I would love to tell the old lady, you can quit your job, Daddy. Going on tour.
Go on fishing.
Go on fishing. Hey, I'm going on tour,
cool,
baby.
Man.
Yep.
I'll be back.
Good. Well, I actually hope to see you guys do just that, and thank you for actually playing my shows.
Oh yeah, man.
We're always down to play.
That's the, you know, you got to take
for pretty much nothing. So
take
yes,
them when they
thank
come,
you.
man. You got to get out there. You got to get known, man.
Yep.
So
It's
it's a pleasure to play with these guys.
I love playing shows. Just that adrenaline rush when you're on stage. Like, that's like all my emotions when I scream, like all my bottled up shit. Like, oh, that's a good coping mechanism for anger.
I play the drums so that I'm not a serial killer. Gotta take out your anger somewhere.
Yeah, you play the drums like you're hitting something you hate. Like you hate your drums.
Think about
you hit
that.
them so
I don't know if
Picture
you've ever
each drum
seen.
has like so many hates. Like,
I don't know if you've ever seen before we go on the way that he preps to go up on the stage. He starts punching himself in the
Really
face.
just full on.
You gotta get amped up, man. You gotta hurt yourself a little bit.
It's really easy to stay in beat with you because you not only hear your drums, you feel your drums. Like you're not gonna miss a beat when.
That's why. Yeah, when I saw you like after the show, I'm like, holy fuck, man.
It's a very personal experience every time I play. So
That's like me when I move all over the place, man.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I just met these guys.
I don't know. I can't not move on stage. Like it would be weird for me just to stand there.
Yeah, you're having a lot more fun since you got that wireless.
I lose track of once, so I'm like way in the back, like where'd he go? And he might fucking telescope.
I look out of the guy, he's doing the Frenchie thing.
Yeah.
I really want to get batteries for my wireless because I can move more. Just keep tripping on a cord and shit and right from my leg.
That's essentially the point.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, dude.
Thanks for that words of wise wisdom, AJ.
Think about that.
Think about that.
All right. Well,
Dangers of marijuana.
I guess we'll kind of wrap this up here because yeah, well, you know, but.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see
It has been a pleasure talking to you guys,
absolutely.
and we shall do this in the future, probably, maybe a little longer, actually, and we'll talk about what's going on. So, when do you think something's going to drop? Any idea? Any ideas?
Well, let's see.
Early fall, maybe?
Unless
No,
something
it's
starts,
gonna be way
start
after
getting
that.
booked a bunch of
No.
guys.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
I guess July's pretty open. We could possibly start recording in July too.
Maybe.
Aside from our other little thing,
We'll just say it'll
We
be
got
done
one
when it's
show
ready.
That works. It'll be done when
It'll be
it's
done
ready.
when it's ready.
That works.
when we can find time, we're all working folk.
So definitely sometime in 2020, we'll see.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
We'll
we
see.
can
For
Definitely
sure.
not have to wait till 2021. That would be. If I have to wait till 2021, I tell you what, I'll have my drum mics by then.
All right. Well, keep it heavy, folks, and